With so much misinformation about the Russian ammo ban, I decided I needed to do a video with hard data and actual numbers. So let's go ahead and look into it. Okay, welcome back to the channel. My name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist with AmmoLand News. I investigate the ATF, FBI, agencies, and organizations that want to violate your God-given and constitutionally protected right to bear arms. I am also a gun rights advocate, currently serving as the Virginia State Director for Gun Owners of America, Washington, D.C.'s only no-compromise gun lobby. If you could do me a big favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this. That would help me out tremendously. It really helps with the algorithm more than you know. We are brought to you by Tusk. TUSC is a cryptocurrency focused on the firearms market, and BlackSwanTactical.com, which is my t-shirt shop, where you can get t-shirts, patches, hats, and even books. All right, let's go ahead and talk about this situation that we have going on with the Russian ammo ban. But before we get into that, let's talk about what the Russian ammo ban is. Biden claims that the Russian ammo ban is in response to a poisoning of an opposition leader and Putin critic. He was poisoned in Germany and went back to Russia, and now he is in prison. Most gun rights advocates do not buy this. They point out that Russian exports of arms and ammunition to the United States only makes up less than 1% of the total Russian economy, which means that it has very little effect. If you really wanted to hurt Russia, you would put sanctions on oil and gas, and that would bring them to the table really fast. But this is most likely a targeted attack against the American gun owners. It's backdoor gun control. All right. So let's go ahead and clear up some of the confusion on the ammo ban. The ammo ban goes into effect on September 7th, but that does not mean ammo is not going to be coming in. In fact, what that means is no new permits will be issued on September 7th. That means that there's 24 months of permits still out there. My sources tell me that there's about 1.5 billion rounds that are in the pipeline coming to the United States from Russia. In fact, in 2020, according to Smaller Arms Analytics, the Russians exported 770 million rounds to the United States. For reference, 3.5 billion rounds were imported to the United States from countries around the world. That means just over 22%, 22.1% to be exact, of all ammunition coming into the country came from Russia. Overall, that breaks down to about 5 to 8% of the total ammunition in the country, most likely around 5.5% of the ammo coming into the country. So there's a lot of ammo coming in still, and there is a lot of ammo being made here in other places, so 5.5% of the ammo will be affected. The other 94.5% will not be affected. Now here's the thing, right? Certain calibers will be affected more than other calibers. One of the calibers that will be affected most is 5.45 by 39, also known as AK-74 ammo, because that almost exclusively comes from Russia. There's other countries that produce it, but they're Eastern European countries, and they mostly sell it to Eastern European militaries and not to the United States. So 545 is going to dry up fast. And I don't think that American ammo companies are going to produce it. Reason why is that AK-74s make up less than 10% of the total number of AKs in the country. So there's not a big market there to begin with. And since this is a sanction, it can be dropped at any time. So it takes a lot of money to retool a factory to produce 545, plus the tooling really doesn't exist, so that we'd actually have to create the tooling. So there's a lot of money that would go into it, and since the sanctions can be lifted at any time, you can spend all this money building a factory to produce 545, sanctions get lifted, the ammunition supply restarts, and all those companies that are producing 545 are SOL because they can't produce it as cheaply as they can in Russia. So that is one reason why I don't see American companies jumping on making 545 at any time in the future, near or far. 545 will be a dead caliber until this ban is lifted. But for the next 2 years, there's still going to be a lot of it flowing into the country. But since this is a sanction, it can be reversed with the stroke of a pen. So if the Republicans get off their ass and get Biden out of there, the next president that comes in that is hopefully a Republican, because I don't want to deal with another Democrat like Kamala Harris or anything else. All they need to do is, with the stroke of a pen, sign a piece of paper and sanctions go away, ammo starts flowing, rainbows pop up in the sky, and everyone is happy and sings by the chocolate river. Will that happen? I don't know. Hopefully it does, but who knows? It's one of those things which is really hard to tell. Alright, that is it for today. Just wanted to make a little quick video to let you know what's going on with the Russian ammo and everything else. There's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of people that don't agree with me, but what I will say is I heavily researched this. I talked to industry leaders, I talked to people in government departments in the United States and Russia, and my sources are impeccable. I got sources from multiple countries, multiple organizations and agencies, and they all agree. The highest I got was one organization saying, well, we believe it's between 5 and 8%, but everyone else and the actual raw numbers that I was able to obtain shows it around 5.5%. All right, I have a Patreon if you like what I do here and you want to help support my research and everything else and all my projects. So I do a lot of projects. Saying Strange says I'm Jamaican, whatever the hell that means. But I do have a lot of projects. So go ahead and head over to my Patreon. Check out my live channel where we have awesome conversations with people from around the world and around the gun community. All right. I will see you guys later. Stay ever free. Stay ever vigilant. Keep in the fight. Wolverine's mother.